Dark and Darker's mining system is worse than it has ever been. Majority of mining areas have been removed, and on top of that, the runes map literally no longer exists at this moment, which means gold mining in the runes map is gone, making the second floor now the only place to get gold ore. When farming mining, it was a fun objective, but now it is nearly impossible, especially for solos. So like any other rational person, I became a miner. Mining is currently majorly separated, with majority of cobalts in the goblins caves for solos and ruby, silver, and gold for trios. I don't really know about the frost map, but as of this moment, I currently don't know if there's much ore or any ore at all. So I made a brand new character with a very thought out name, and my preferred class for a lot of resourcefulness is just Ranger, in my opinion. Very easy to stay alive, and we hop straight into the goblin caves. Now my first game was very easy. I focused on just surviving, getting some loot, and getting out so that I could have some money to buy some pickaxes. That's exactly what I did. I got out, made a couple hundred gold, bought a few pickaxes, just a few, and proceeded to hop back into another game. Following up on my second game, everything was going quite great. Well, actually, that's not true. I literally could not find a single freaking room to mine in, and my spawn luck was horrible. With the new 5x5 map and the map rotation, it's pretty tough. Didn't know exactly where the mining room was at, but eventually, after a few games of searching and quite a bit of looking around, I was able to run into this area, which I remembered with the mage had some ore on each one of these sides. So this was my first achievement. Well, actually, I haven't really talked about this. I have 3 goals for this video. 1, to get the Cobalt quest done. 2, to get the Ruby Silver quest done. And 3, to get the Gold quest done. With all 3 of these quests done, I could consider myself a real miner. Only catch is I have to escape with it, which you're gonna see later on. Gonna get pretty rough. But yeah, we got some cobalt ore, and we haven't achieved this technically because we haven't escaped yet, but we stacked ourselves up with a bit of cobalt ore. I knew that there was some more on the other side, but I didn't want to risk it and force it into the storm, especially as a ranger with low HP. I was getting pretty low pretty fast. On top of that, I had no chest piece. But after a quick game, I was able to escape and get my first game with some cobalt ore. After this game, I got quite a few outs, and I was getting pretty geared, and well, I got a little bit overconfident. I decided to head into the crypts as a 1v3 because I wanted to go mining. I was hoping to go down to the second floor and hopefully find some ore just in the first floor so I could escape with that, and on the second floor I wanted to find some gold. That was the plan. We're entering in as a solo. Now this is when I ran into one of the biggest problems that I faced during this challenge. Where's the ore? There's actually just no freaking ore, and it's super annoying, honestly, and it was stressing me out. Every room I went into that I was like, oh, this room used to have ore in it, I would go and check it, and nope, there was no more ore in there. There was nothing to mine. Apparently removed the ore here, which sucks, and I would bring in a pickaxe and have to escape with absolutely nothing. On top of that, there was lots of deadly situations where I nearly got killed or was getting chased by a team or something, and I just had to run out and escape. So I mean, there was a couple times I was calling for it right here where I was just harassing this team, but I was just having a little fun because rangers are annoying. But after a couple games, I was finally able to get into my first second floor game, and I had some big plans. Well, that is if I could find some more. Yep, I found no ore. So of course, we tried again. And this time we got the absolutely best God-given spawn that you can get if you want to mine the second floor. I was lucky, and I was gonna make sure that I took advantage of this. And I did. I got the spawn. Oh my god. We got the spawn. Finally. I cannot believe it. It's actually perfect. That was not exactly the plan, but we're gonna take that. Alright, I think that's all the spiders. Now we just gotta kill them all. Okay, this is gonna be a big game, I hope. Get started. So I got on it. I went ahead and mined all of the gold in the area, and of course all of the ruby silver in the area, and I was stacked with ore. But we had one big problem. You see, I thought Dark and Darker was on my side, but geez, the circle was way out of bounds, and it constantly kept pushing farther and farther away from me. As a solo trying to clear a second floor high roller game by yourself while stormers pushing against you, it was getting pretty rough. I was trying very hard to stay alive, but inevitably I found no portals, heard no portals, and got pushed into somewhere I didn't want to be.
Oh man, I'm dead.
And died. This sucked. And honestly, I quit. Then 3 days later, I hopped back on. Decided to give it one more shot, and although I was having a tough time, got a phone call from my girlfriend, and she was hyping me up. I decided to give it one last shot of trying to finish up this video. I put on the best possible armor that I had left, entered into a solo crypts game, did extremely good on my first floor, went to the second floor, get some good luck, come on, good luck. It was a good spawn, Dark and Darker, and I got the map with the spider room, which meant it was time to mine. Only problem is that I was on the opposite side of the map from it. I had to push through multiple rooms, through the boss room, and at times have a bit of trouble. But through all that pushing, I finally made it to the room, and I was super excited. But it was time to stay focused. It was not a time for celebrating because I had not achieved the inevitable. I cleared all the spider pots, cleared the flying dragonflies, and began mining. I collected all the gold that I could, all the ruby silver that I could, making sure that I got 6 and 6 of each for the quest. And of course, to end it off at the last second, I went ahead and grabbed this lion's chest, which had a nice cape in there for me, and a royal gem, legendary, which was a nice cherry on top.
Oh my god, yes. Oh god, we got hurt. We did it, boys. Let's go.
It took a couple days and multiple tries, but we did it, and it felt great, and we did it as a solo. This is a miner's journey, the finale. Hope you enjoyed. Not worth the gold quest at all. Like, what is that trash? But hey, did it, boys.